with Jamie Drysdale from the Erie Otters. Jamie, the first thing I want to ask you is the comparison between your OHL draft year and now your NHL draft year. Are there similarities, and what are the major differences?
Yeah, I think there's definitely some similarities. I think the state I am in now and the state I am in minor midget, I think anytime you get to come up to the draft, it's obviously nerve-wracking, but at the same time really exciting. And I think some of the similarities are just the guys that I'm going through it with. I think anytime you get to go through something like this with a bunch of your buddies and teammates, so I think that's really cool and really comforting. I think the fact that you're going through it with a lot of your friends and people that you've grown up with, so I think that's definitely a similarity and something that you'll share shared memories for the rest of your life. So I think that's pretty cool. Differences, I mean, it's the NHL draft, so I think that's obviously the next step and a new level. So I think that's obviously really cool.
When the guys that you did grow up with and yourself are talking about this, what do you get into? What's the thing that you guys focus on the most?
I think it's just that, I think it's just realization that this is the NHL draft. I think that's something that definitely comes up a lot, and just something that's pretty surreal. I think it's just, you grow up as a kid thinking about this day and this stuff, and it doesn't really come reality until maybe this past couple of years. So I think the fact that it's actually here and it's real is really cool, and I think it's just going to be a really exciting day.
Another thing that's really interesting is the uncertainty of it all. Coming from minor midget and a team that you spent a lot of time with in the Toronto Marlies through to the Erie Otters organization, and another situation where I guess you're rolling the dice. But where can you take comfort from your Erie Otters experience and what could be the next step, knowing on how well you adapted there?
Yeah, I think I think I'm just as close with any of the guys on my Erie team as I am with anyone. I think the bond that I've made with a couple guys on that team, and maybe more so than that, I think it's just one that I'll have for a lifetime. So I can't be grateful enough for the experience that I've had this past year and a half, and I look to continue that on this year.
And now your personal growth, how far have you come in this year and a half? Would you say it's 10 times worse what you did in your previous 5 years?
I think, yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely been a big growth a couple of years for me. I think moving away from home, living with a new family, a new teammate. So I think, but with all that change, I think it's just also been really good for me. I think I couldn't have done it with a better support group, with that being my parents. My billet family's been unbelievable since day one. My teammate, Jack Duff, who I live with, has been unbelievable. He was a second-year guy when I came in, so now he's the third and fourth year. So I think just a guy like that has helped me a lot along the way, and I can't thank the people who've helped me enough.
One last thing, when you do get to it and you hear your name called in the NHL draft, and we're all going to assume that's going to happen, when it does get to that point, what do you envision that moment being like?
I think, honestly, when or if I hear my name get called, I think it'll just be shock, to be honest. I think something like that is just something that doesn't come often, doesn't come to everybody. So I think just being in being in the position I am today, I think is just I'm really grateful for it, and I'm excited for what's to come.